Okay, I think everything's set up. Oh boy, I am broke. I would love to get that XJ220S. That will rob me of all of my money. Maybe I should just race. These end in 4 days. So, I just completed C7R. I think this is the right order to do it in. 458. Yep, let's go. Let's get cracking. Suppose we should take the restrictor plate off. And we go from about 500 horsepower to over 600. Pretty good. Can't afford to upgrade brakes. Maybe we could widen the tires. 335's front. 325's all round. That's about all we can afford to do, so let's just start driving. Hey, Rob! You know, I reckon I have seen more 488s than 458s. It's interesting. I have seen 458s, but I've seen so many 488s, relatively speaking. I'm so far behind with these. I think I can get these done with this catch-up, but how far behind am I going to be with everything else? Then I'm playing catch-up with the rest. Maybe I'll get there. Yeah. A combination of where I currently work, or where I've been working for 3.5 years, actually. Combination of that and where I live. Like, not my suburb, but the suburb next to me has some big houses, you know, and they're on the side of basically a cliff. So they've got, you know, really good views. So, you know, the house prices are pretty high. So some very wealthy people live there, and so one of the and the main thoroughfare through my suburb goes. It's the main way they get to their suburb. So I see them going through my suburb. They're definitely not common. I reckon I see more Huracans than Ferraris of any description. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's going on here? Oh, we've got that thing going on again. I'm gonna have to restart. Oh, no, fuck it. We'll just go. Oh, shit. Holy fuck. You know, I might do this. I just want. I didn't need traction control with the Corvette. I need it with this. Oh, holy shit, bro! There's a guy like a block away from me, and he's got a. Of course, you got to have all of that sort of shit. Hey, bro. Out the front of his house. I want to take a photo of this, but I just feel like I might look sus if I do it. But I love what he's done. So he's got a house like mine, where it's like an old like 1900s house, 1910, 1920, right? 100 plus years old, right? And he's got a carport in front of his house, and it's like right on the street. All right, it's not a garage or anything. It's a carport. He parks a fucking Gallardo in there, and it's got like perspex walls, so you can see right through. It's not brick wall, or it's not bricked up or anything. Perspex walls. He's got bollards. He's got fucking like 4 or 5 cameras on it, and it's always in a indoor car cover. And I think I might do. I want to do something similar for my Mustang, even though it's not a Gallardo. But yeah. I reckon he got the Gallardo when they weren't going for very much. There was a time that the H-pattern Gallardos were hideously undervalued. Yeah, hard to tell, but I mean, it's clearly a Gallardo, not a Huracan. Plus feedback was too low. So, Brew, the bit that snapped, that chain that snapped. I mean, it's going to be a bit of work to, you know, to replace it, but is the part itself expensive or relatively inexpensive? Jesus Christ. Speaking of Huracans, Jesus Christ. I might need to adjust the brake bias. I would love to be driving that Dodge. Oh, I wonder in this game if it's the V8 Dodge or the V10 Dodge Viper. Even though the V10, of course, is the more desirable one, just the sheer curiosity, you know, reminding myself that they were forced to run a V8 for a while. Yes, I absolutely would try a warranty on that one, man. That's crazy. Yeah, nice, man. Oh, Rob, that Donkervoort F22. Whoa. I started watching it and went, oh, god damn it, you know, I need my headphones. I started watching it on my phone and I was like, yeah, of course I need my headphones. Abort. Switch to the good headphones. I've known about Donkervoorts. In fact, Donkervoorts have been in Forzas, but that particular Donkervoort is a new one. The old Donkervoorts really just sort of looked very much like K-Doms. That one You know, they've really put their own design into it. That one's wild. Like when, you know, when it was going over the design of it, I was very impressed. In fact, we should have a look if, you know, what Donkerwort we've got in this game. And, you know, I don't have any money to buy cars, but... but... if there's a chance to buy one somehow, it might be worth driving in one of the events later. Maybe not. I'm not sure if we could be able to get to it tonight, unfortunately. Because tonight we've got to catch up on the Ferrari Huracan, the 458, the Huracan, and the 911 GT3 races. Oh my god. I'm really struggling with this car. That's okay. I don't need to... I really don't need to perform well. I just need to finish... I think it's a braking... I think it's under braking. It's a weight transfer thing. I don't think it's under throttle. It just when I brake. Yeah, so I'm gonna play with that brake bias. I forgot to do it, but you know, I'll do that classic thing of tuning the car, not testing it, just fucking go for. Well, actually, look at the tire pressures. You reckon that could have something to do with it? Yes, tune multiple things at the same... Yes, that's it. More toe in at the rear. I normally run lots of toe in at the rear, right? Now, Forza brake bias is always a little bit weird. You have to just remember front or rear. Brew, that's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious, Brew. Oh my god. And we don't have time to test, you know, all these tunes and shit. We just gotta go. We gotta get it done. Alright, who's in here with me? TBD. Blooddawn. Nightblade. Kuza. Crude. Ream is in here in a black and red Ford GT. Shane Chaz is in here in a Huracan. And Car Lover is in here in a Huracan. Alright. Yeah, damn, man. That's rough when you've got an issue and no one wants to help you with it. That is rough, though. Why did I get a second penalty out of that? Oh, god damn. How much do FCs go for these days? The FC could be the Goldilocks rotary. Oh, fully engineered. Damn, man. So they they can go for cheaper than that, but yeah. I saw a video of some dude in Victoria, and his 200 his S14. You know, he bought it. It was already modified. No engineering, and yeah. Got defected. Had to undo the mods. And the cops that got him, you know, were basically engineers themselves. You know, nothing was getting past them. You know, oh shit! Oh fuck! Anyway, like they pulled him over, and it was that they were actually doing a blitz on modified cars, so they had cops who knew what they were doing. Anyway, pulled him over. They've immediately looked under the car. And the first thing they spotted was the valve actuator on the exhaust. And as soon as they spotted that, they're like, all right, you know, we're looking at this whole goddamn thing. That said, my R33 got defected for the 18s that I had on it. Just that, just because I had 18s. Yep. I didn't even like get sideways, like I came out of a corner and the tail came out just a little bit, just a little bit. It wasn't fully sideways or anything, it was just, you know, little kick. Ha! If only I could have done that. But at least in my case, it was an easy fix. I just had the 16s put back on. Got the defect cleared. But yeah, they pulled me over. They take a look at my wheels. And this would have been maybe 2001? Late 2000 maybe? And they've just gone, you know, hey, can we see the tire placard of this vehicle, please? And I opened the driver's side door and said, there's a tire placard, and looked at it, he goes, that says 16. He looked at the tires, he's like, the tires say 18 on them. Do you have your engineer certificate? No. Oh god. Hey, car lover, you're in this race. I'm good, man. Good morning to you, right? What time is it there? I've already been punted off. I got punted off, and then I spun and damaged my car, so I'm dead last, and I don't care. 11 AM. Oh, right on. So I'm just trying to catch up on the monthlies that will expire in 4 days. I got 3 series to get through. Got this 458. Got the Huracan. And the 911. And I had a great time with the Corvette. I'm having a very hard time with this 458. Could also be this course. I mean, it's not like I don't know it, but I've just never been amazing at VIR. I always find it so easy to mess up. It's a lot better. Oh shit. Also, I think I played with the deceleration on the differential. I think all of this has made it a lot better. Wait, you're playing this through your car speakers? You're not driving, are you? But that being said, I must confess. Okay. I must confess that I've had Twitch streams going while I've been driving and playing through my car speakers, but I haven't been chatting. I'm not even watching the stream, I'm just listening. being very responsible with it. Yes, there is a Twitch stream going, but I'm only listening. I'm not watching any video. I think there's even an audio-only mode now on the Twitch app, but that's not how I had it. And I think it wouldn't have gone down very well with a police officer, technically. So where did Car Lover come in? You're in this race somewhere. Oh, there you are. You're in 20th. In, Huracan. Hey, Portal! We are going to watch that replay, though, real quick. It is evening, sir, and good morning to you. Kyalami next, okay. Yeah, Super Trofeo. I got absolutely brutalized at the start. I wanna find out who got me. The 911. Oh, actually, I haven't driven it. No, I haven't driven it. But I really liked. I was surprised at how much I liked Just Waking Up. Nice, champ. I was surprised how much I enjoyed the Corvette C7R. Oh, it was the Viper. All right, let's watch from the Viper's perspective. Yeah, that was pretty avoidable, Mr. Viper. Don't you reckon? Yes, the driver, exactly. He just outright accelerated into me. So, let's crank those rear tires. And we can up the brakes. Maybe what we'll do is the front tires down a notch. So 305s at the front, 345s at the back. And that is as much as we're going to get. And there's probably not much more we can do to the car. That's probably the limits of building we can do. The rest is tuning, and there's a go-kart circuit in there, I just noticed. In Kyalami. A little go-kart circuit in the middle. There it is. There it is. Okay. Let's go. Let's get through these damn races. Will I have a better chance? I think I can be more consistent in Kyalami than VIR. Maybe with the extra rear grip, it'll help tame the lateral. Much more forgiving. It's like VIR is like off camber to off camber to off camber. Blind, blind, blind. Kyalami's a lot more predictable. higher speed, more sweeping. I think you have more time to correct your line. And more options maybe as well. Oh boy. Three laps of practice, okay. Ah, can't quite go flat. Need to lift just a little bit. One more lap of practice, all right. Oh, what? Look at my last lap. Oh, well, hang on, what's the target? 148. Okay, I'm a second and a half off. Oh, this is not going to be on target. Yeah. It needs a slight lift. Or maybe it even needs a slight lift or more aggressive aero. More aggressive aero might keep the nose tucked in. That could be a big factor, actually. That could be a big factor why I can't quite get the target time, but that's okay. That's alright. No walkers. Okay. Better prediction this time. Is that it there? The blue one, the blue Viper there. Morning, Raven. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is that car lover? It is a Huracan. And the scary thing is, Raven, I don't know where that Viper is at the moment. Yeah, Rob. Oh! Oh, by the way, Raven, I don't know if I think you might have already dropped off when I drove the 911 last time. Fuck, I love that 911. It was so good. I had a great time with that 911. Yeah, one of the most fun drives I've had, for sure. I think you were there for the Huracan? If you got to hear that V10? Well then, oh god, if time permits, then maybe we'll skip to the 911 after we finish the Ferrari races. Come on. Stop parking on the apex. I'm coming through. "11 hours waiting at train stations. Damn, Raven. That's rough, man." Ah, you missed. Oh, I gotcha. That's why. Oh, shit, man. It's a cascading thing sometimes with public transport like that. My last trip to New Zealand, I think our plane was delayed. I don't know if it was quite 2 hours, maybe it was like 90 minutes. But the reason it was delayed is because they used the same plane the whole day. The whole day the plane was just going Christchurch, Sydney, back and forth. And it'd been running late since the morning because of high winds in both Sydney and Christchurch. So at both airports it had difficulties. Man, that sun right there wasn't really made it difficult to see properly. Oh yeah, I've never had to do anything quite like that. No, I mean, the delay was fine. I was just saying, like, the funny thing was the cascading was because it was just the same plane the whole time, doing the same journey multiple times that day. So, you know, I've been talking about DT880 600 ohm and about how that is almost definitely my next purchase. However, a new challenger has emerged. A lot more expensive. A lot more expensive. But limited edition, discontinued model. I think I can get DT880 600 ohm for 330 to 350 Australian dollars, something like that. Without being on sale. So at the start of the year, I bought the Focal Allegia and the Focal Clear because the one of the distributors here in Sydney wants to stop being a distributor for Focal headphones. They're still selling other Focal equipment like the speakers, but they no longer want to sell the headphones for whatever reason. I've got no idea. So they had all the Focal stuff at heavy discount. You know, like the Allegia was $330 from $1,400 down to $330. The clear was down from like $2,000 to I think 1,100 or 1,200 or something like that. And I'd been eyeing, also on the website, was the Focal Radiance. Normally 2,000 Australian, but they discounted that one down to 1,400, and they've been out of stock forever, and suddenly they're back in stock. I didn't think they were ever going to come back in stock because they're discontinued model, number one, and number two, they don't want to be a Focal distributor anymore. But $1,400 brand new. It's very tempting. It was very, very tempting. And, you know, I was eyeing it for the longest time. I was actually eyeing that before the Focal Clear. And when the Radiance went out of stock, I went, oh, I'll just get the Clear. And now they're back in stock. Somehow. So if you don't know which one the Radiance is, it's the Bentley collaboration. So it's Bentley branded. But it is like $1,000 more expensive than the DTA 86. No, you see, what was I searching for? I wanted to check the price on another Focal product, and I noticed, like, I just looked at all of the headphones, all of the Focal headphones on this site, and the Radiance is there, and it's in stock, and I'm like, what? That went out of stock, like, back in February. They still have Alleges, and they still have... Oh, I think I went to look at the Stellia. I wasn't thinking about buying the Stellia, but I was double-checking what the full retail price of a Stellia was, and the Radiance popped up. I think that's what happened. No, not Stellia, Celeste. Celeste, not Stellia. Not the super expensive one. I think Stellia is like $3,000 or $4,000 or something. Oh, brew. You see, that's... I wouldn't trust myself to work on a car, man. For exactly that kind of reason. Well, yes and no, Raven. See, because the other headphones on my list are the HD 800S and Aria Organic. And they're in production, they're not out of production, and they're not a limited build either. So I'm like, you know what, at some point down the line I'll get those. But with a Radiance, being able to buy a brand new, not used Radiance, you know, that's very... That's very tempting. Well, bro, at least you know it's been discovered. You know, it's something you can address, and it is part of a long game, bro. So yeah, the Radiance, it was it originally retailed for 2,000 Australian dollars. So it is pretty discounted. I don't think any other retailer has them brand new. I think I can if I ever wanted one, I'd only be able to get it secondhand. And it's something that I was very interested in at the start of the year. And I was ready to make my move, and then it went out of stock. So, sort of like second chance. But here's what I thought about. My current situation, things could go well for me, or they could go not well for me with my current situation, what I'm working on at the moment. So I think if you see me with the Focal Radiance, it means two things. Number one, I got a good outcome. Yeah, exactly, Raven. So for 1,400 Australian. See, the thing is, I reckon I could buy them. Fuck, maybe I should just buy them. I reckon I could buy them and just sit on them, not open them, and if I just wanted to sell them once they go out of stock, I reckon I could even sell them for close to the new price, if not the new price, once they're no longer available. In fact, maybe I should buy two. One for me and one for one to sell new. You're right. You're right. I was the kid who, you know, got a toy and I was opening it, not even on the car ride home, but as soon as I stepped out of the store, I'd be opening the box. That was me. But yeah, I guess what was in my head was, if things work out well for me and the Radiance is still in stock, then maybe I'll buy a Radiance as a celebration sort of treat. If things don't work out well for me, then I'll just buy the DTA 80 600 as a commiseration and way to cheer myself up that things did not go in my favor. Anyway, we'll see. I haven't done anything yet. Yeah, I mean, look, it's serious enough that you know, I'm not doing my weekday streams at the moment, so I can try to get the favorable outcome, give myself extra chances to get the favorable outcome. I feel like it's going to be the favorable outcome, but I don't know. I don't count anything as a given until it's in my hand. Don't take anything like that for granted. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Exactly, Raven. I'm really having to work for every position. I can catch them pretty easy, but trying to safely pass without getting a penalty as well, quite challenging. Especially with the way they drive. Well, it depends. You know, being the pro Burr of a pro B. Hello, Bahan guy. Thank you. I'm not the best racer, man. And especially these are not my GT3 type cars, GTCs, whatever this is. No, just AI. I'm not a racer, man. I'm a driver. I'm mainly doing this to enjoy the driving. And these series, you know, you do these series to get gift cars, so you know, that's the main thing. I'm not a. I don't do competitive racing. I just love cars, man. I love cars. I love driving. That's it. I'm much more at home in the road cars than the race cars. So when you've got these cars with a bit of aero, I sort of don't. I trust mechanical grip more than I trust aero. And you know, that's problematic when you need to trust the Account control story. I gotta try to remember what that story even was, Raven. Whoop, 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 whoop. Account control. Come on. That's a Corvette. Can I don't know if I can get on the inside. That's a bit outside. Yes. No, really. He's not gonna. He's right next to me. Controlling my accounts. My accounts. Bank accounts? I'm just trying to work out what story I told. Oh. I should be able to slip past. God damn it. Oh mate, hearing that V10, that 8-liter V10 in my right ear vent was pretty awesome. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about now. How many? Oh, that was a final lap. Oh well. I'm the probed one. Okay. Oh, that's kind, Bahan. It was very kind of you. Like I said, I'm not fully into racing, but you know, I like racing because it's a nice thing to do with a nice car. It's a way to enjoy. It's a good way to enjoy a nice car. But we can't build this any further. And this is the final race of a series, and Catalunya, right? This is not one of my best tracks. I'm sort of okay with Catalunya. Not one of my best tracks, but should be all right. I hope. I haven't yet. I plan to do that soon. I don't know about this weekend. I don't know if I can watch it this weekend. I'm gonna cry, Raven. I'm gonna cry, man. But at the same time, Raven, I sort of thought... Oh, shit. There you go. At the same time, I sort of thought that the last two... Bahan, thank you. Thank you. Have a good sleep. And appreciate you dropping by and chatting. Thank you. I sort of thought maybe the last 2 episodes that I watched were going to be the finals, if that makes sense. So I was delighted to find out that they weren't the final episodes, but now I really know this is it. This is really it. Thank you, Bahan. That's very kind of you, man. I do this normally once or twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week on the weekends. I'd like to do more. Maybe I can do some videos, but thank you kindly. Oh boy. Right on, thank you, Raven. That's good to know. That's good to know. I'd love to watch that. Hey, there's the follow, I see it. Thank you, Bahan. Oh boy. Whoa boy. I'm starting to dig the car a bit. I think I'm starting to get into the car. I definitely did not like the way the car was in the first race. Second race, I was starting to tame it a bit, but I think with all the builds and getting used to it, possibly also the track. Agree. But I'm always grateful when you know, when these kind of things bow out on a high note. You know what I mean? And they don't try to milk it past where it makes sense to continue. You know, when, yeah, like, you know, when the finish ruins the, man, it's so slow, the Stream Elements YouTube bot is so slow. I'm gonna sneeze. Alright, let's get this done. It looks like, Raven, we can jump over to the Porsche next. After this race. God damn, oh my god. That's frustrating. And then again. No, I don't think that was a Viper. But the replay will reveal all. That's Reem there, I think. Next to me right now in the board. I wonder what hit me. Audi. You reckon this Audi? Fuck. There's no way I'm getting a podium from here, but considering the puntage, oi, Pat. Are you done trucking, mate? You actually gonna be functional tomorrow? Yeah, nah. Fuck. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Pat. Oh well, you're loving yourself now. That's what matters. Oh, 6th place. Let's see who the hell punted me. Race series done. That's good. Who did it? I can't even. Was it here that I got punted? Could be the Audi. You're right, it was the Audi! Is that the Audi? Yep. Fucking hell, man. That was fucked up. He came right... He went right across the fucking track there. Right across the track, man. I had no chance there. There was no gap. There was no room for him. Even slightly. Look how far back he is. Why does it keep on... How do we, game cameras, then how do I change the camera to... Oh, camera angle is F. There we go. I think the camera angle is double mapped. Oh, that's annoying. Next! Alright, straight to the 911, there you go. We have a choice here. This is... The 2018 is a proper rear engine. And this is the cheeky mid-engine version. I feel like we should drive the rear engine version, right? Is a mid-engine 911 really a 911? So we drive the GT3R? Because this one's sort of not really a 911 because it's mid-engined. It was GT3R, then it's 2018, because this was the RSR. The RSR was entered into GTE, whereas I don't know if this was a GTE car. Yeah, rear engine. Let's do rear engine. Let's do it right. Sebring, oh dear. Oh dear, Sebring. Step number 1, let's remove that restrictor plate, and we have about 600 horsepower. How much torque? 562 Newton meters. Not a huge amount of torque. We have 300 mil front and 310 at the back. We will upgrade. Can we upgrade both? We can upgrade both. 315 and 335 millimeter. Drive line, we can upgrade. And next time we will do the brakes. And then for tuning, we are going to drop the rear. We're going to make it a little bit more balanced. The gearing, yikes, 288 kilometers an hour. We need to go faster. Something like that, I think, is preferable. Whoa. Toe in at the front. I'm going to crank the toe in at the back a little bit, maybe 1 degree, but toe in at the front. That's curious. We're going to try their tuning. I'm going to mess with this too much. Wow. I think I want to crank that one, and I think I want to pull this back. Maybe down to 50. And this one definitely needs to come down to 75%. Okay, we'll try that out. Ooh, Sebring. Flat and blind. There was an opportunity for a your mum joke there, but... I did. I had a wonderful nap, Pat. And I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I tried to, like... I lied down, I put a YouTube video on my phone, and almost immediately fell asleep. I tried to watch it 3 times. Yeah, MSFS, and then I tried to watch a Warframe video. It was a great nap, I was happy. I didn't get through any of the videos, so I need to watch them properly. Another thing I really, really dislike about Sebring is the corner the braking indicators are marked in feet, not yards, not meters, feet. A 100-feet marker is like goddamn useless. It should be fractions of a football field. Like, this is now 13/68ths. We're 13/68th of a football field. You are now 25/73rds of a football field. This car is wonderful. You know, I was originally wanting to save the 911 to be the final car that I was going to drive, because I don't believe the Huracan is going to handle as good as this. Rob, have a good chill out, champ. Have a good one, mate. Oh boy. This car. I think I'm really glad that we're driving the rear-engined one. I was sort of worried that the mid-engine one would sort of feel maybe even a little bit samey. To both the Huracan and the Ferrari. if you know what I mean, like similar characteristics, but I feel like this feels completely different to drive. And my concern now is I'm gonna have a worse time in the Huracan. At least the Huracan will have the V10. I'm not getting the target time though. There must be a corner or two where I could go. I could push even harder than I'm pushing. And I might not realize that until I'm in a field of other cars and I'm trying to put pressure on them. Shit. He's gaining on me. The Huracan is gaining on me. This car is exceptional at diving deep under brakes and then just adjusting the arc through the corner. Exceptional at that. Amazing. I'm not sure where it's going wrong versus the others in not hitting the target time. Anyway. Only race one. Okay, Cyrus is in this one. Golden Huracan. Mr. Nixon is here, also in a Huracan. Hans. Mr. Buzzington is in the same car. Same livery. Guns for hire. Huracan. Double time in a Corvette. Interesting, Raven. What was it you didn't like about Porsche? Hodges is here in a GTSR. I like a white and red GTSR. A Viper, that is, of course. Craigie. Corvette. Lone Wolf. Alright, let's do it. I think I might be able to finish this race series. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I gotcha. And that's fair. Like, when I was a kid, I did not like the styling of... When I was a kid, I didn't like the 911 styling, and at the time, that was the that was when the 930 was the Porsche. And I really didn't like the styling of a 930. Everything, yeah. Everyone and everything. But I always liked the 928 and the 944. It was just 911. I didn't like the styling of a 911 from the 80s. Well, actually, correction. 930 slant nose, I fucking loved. I love the 930 slant nose. It was just the double bobble headlights, but, hey, reminded me of Volkswagen Beetles, right? And I couldn't help but see the Volkswagen Beetle, you know what I mean? And like you said, the main competition of that era, Porsche, Lamborghini, those things had goddamn pop-up headlights. Come on. The headlights popped up, for God's sake. So cool. That actually, the fact that the 911's headlights did not pop up actually did color my perception of the 928 and the 928's pop-up headlights. I was like, is that the best pop-up headlights Porsche can do? And then, I see the slant nose and I see the 944 and I'm like, no, Porsche can do a proper pop-up headlight, just for some reason they don't do it. And then I found out it was because of the heritage, the styling, it's been all like that, so... Traffic. Oh yeah, was there traffic? I actually think the gearing might be a bit tall. And I'm bogging down sometimes. I think there are a couple of 911 moments that started to change my perception of the 911. I think one of them was the which one happened first? So I went to this when the Sydney International Motor Show was still a thing that existed when I was young. I went to see it with a friend, and he liked 911s. Even if I wasn't much of a fan. And at the International Motor Show, they were showing the brand new. Yeah, they were showing the brand new 993 Turbo. You know, the first one that was all-wheel drive. And when I got to see it up close, I was very impressed with the engineering, because, you know, I just started driving basically around about that time, and I was starting to get into cars, and, you know, I took a look at a 993 Turbo up close, and I was like, fuck. you can see this thing as an animal. And that night, we actually encountered one on the way home. And I'd stopped to get some petrol at a petrol station, and the petrol station was at the base of this bridge that it's a long bridge that climbs here in Sydney. And right in front of the petrol station, there's a traffic light at the base of a bridge. And as I was fueling up, that's when I noticed, oh my god, that's a 911 Turbo, just like we saw at the motor show. I was stunned. I was like, what the hell? Why is there one on the road already? It must have been a press car, a review car, and it had the red light. And I'm sitting there putting petrol in my old car, my first car, and the light went green, and the thing rocketed up the uphill bridge, long uphill bridge, and just to watch it and hear it, I was just like, wow, it looked good, it was fast, it sounded great. I was so impressed, and that's when I think I really first started respecting 911s. When that was one of the key moments that flipped the switch in me. And then how many years later? 6 years later? Yeah, 6 years later, now I've got my R33. And I got into a drag race with a 355. And it was dead even, neck and neck. Every time I shifted gear, well, I only shifted gears twice. It was a drag race, I need a third gear, but that was still pretty fast for where we were. But if I shifted gear, the 355 nudged ahead, and when he shifted gear, I nudged ahead. It was just depending on the gear shifting. So it's dead even. And then the next traffic light ahead of us went red. And he stopped short, ducked in behind me, and I was like, why has he done that? And he did that because he was with his friend who was in a 993 turbo. And so then the 993 turbos pulled next to me for the follow-up, for the next drag. I had no chance. It just squatted and launched because of the all-wheel drive. All right. I used to see 928s all the time. Now I almost never see them. I'd love a 928. Okay, Spa. I mean, look, all-wheel drive launch. What do you do? What do you do against an all-wheel drive launch when you're rear-wheel drive? Very, very difficult to counter it. Is this some kind of trick question, Pat? What do you mean by 98 degrees? What's significant about 98 degrees? Is it a thing I should know? What's 98 degrees? Oh, okay, there you go. So is it an American boy band then? I don't know. Could be British or European, I got no idea. Could be Korean. Korean boy bands have become ridiculously popular too. I got no idea these days about anything like that. No idea. Wait, are you saying you like this band? I didn't automatically assume... Why am I calling them band? I didn't automatically assume that you like them. Okay, so they're from that era. So I would have been in my 20s probably, right? How long ago was when you were 13? $27 years ago, okay. So yeah, I was in my 20s. I did not even know about their existence. I was listening to a lot of music in those days. I was listening to a lot of music in those days. I never heard of that band though. It must have been an American sensation that didn't translate, didn't find success outside of America. Hey man, give me some room, cut me some slack, Jack. And then don't slow down. Oh, I've already done the, okay. I didn't need to, okay. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh shit. I might not be able to do this race, guys. The missus is home. Give me a moment. He's just rocked up home. Give us a sec. I'll let her in and see how it goes. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap here. Sorry for suddenly cutting the stream short. I guess I'm gonna need to finish this maybe tomorrow during the after GT7 tomorrow. So apologies. Thank you for yeah, I've got to wrap up. Apologies for the abrupt stop. But thank you. Appreciate your company as always, and have a good morning, or Pat, you have a good day tomorrow. And yeah, I'll be doing my regular GT7 stream in like what's the time now? 8 or like 8 hours? I'm supposed to no, not quite 8 hours, 9 hours, something like that. Take care guys, thank you. Bye bye.